Today I'm going to be making a pickin cake. The first ingredients we are going to add is one package of yellow cake mix. You can use any cake mix you like. So I'm going to add that to our mixer. You can actually do this with a hand mixer. This is just easier for me. I'm using the Betty Crocker Super Moist Cake Mix. Then we're going to be adding to that 4 eggs. I'm going to add 2. Then I'm going to turn this on low. And then I'm going to add my other 2. Then I'm going to add my first can of mandarin oranges. I left the juice in that one. And I'm going to add another can. And I drained the juice of that one. Then I'll be adding a 4th cup of oil. And that's it. So let that mix to incorporate, and I actually think it's pretty much done. Turn that off, check it, make sure. Sorry. Yep, it's pretty much all incorporated well together. Okay, I have already sprayed a 9x13 inch pan, disposable pan with Pam, and I'm just going to add my mixture to that. I've already preheated my oven to 350. That's basically it as far as the cake itself. You'll bake this for approximately 40 minutes, depending on the temperature of your oven. And then we will come back and I will show you how to make the frosting. Okay, for the frosting, we are going to use a box of vanilla pudding. The recipe actually calls for just the regular small box, which I believe is a 3.5 ounce. I have the bigger one, so I'm just going to use almost all of it, but just save a little bit, reserve a little of it. Since the recipe calls for a smaller one. That should be good enough. To that, I'm going to add Cool Whip. The recipe calls for a 16-ounce tub of Cool Whip, but I only have, I believe it's 12, so that'll do. I might not even use it all. Well, let me just go ahead and use it all. Well, I'll keep a little for my hot chocolate. Okay, and then I'm going to add the last ingredient, and that's going to be a can of crushed pineapples. The recipe calls for a 15-ounce can of drained pineapples. I believe I have a 20-ounce, so I just left a little bit in the can. So we're going to add that. Oh, what's that? Okay. And then we're just going to mix this. And when you actually frost your cake, you want to make sure it's completely cool, because obviously you're using Cool Whip and it's going to run right off of your cake. It'll just melt down and make a big mess. So basically that's it for the frosting. So here's our frosting that I've already refrigerated, and there is our finished cake that I also refrigerated as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just frost this. I'm not going to do what I originally was going to do, which was pipe frosting down into the holes I made in the cake, just because I don't have time for that right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and frost it straight on. And what I will do though is kind of push it down into the cake, because I do have some holes throughout the cake.
The Rosie Show, only tonight, 7/6 Central, only on OWN.
Every year, thousands of young girls across the United States go missing, running from broken families or abusive homes. With no place to go and nothing to eat, it's all too easy for a pimp to gain their trust. Many stay trapped forever. Only some, a very few, get the help they need.
And by pushing it in there, like I said, it's going to fill up pretty much those holes that I've already made in the cake. And instead of pushing it down with the piping bag, we're just going to go ahead and push it down just with the spoon.
It's nice to talk to you. I hear you're having kind of a bad day.
It's completely ready to eat right now. And I have that much frosting left. So I pretty much used mostly all of it. That's pretty much it. That is pig picking cake. Enjoy.